What is up, guys? FallenRedZeo here, and today we're doing some more Star Wars Funko Pops. This time we've got the new wave that kind of goes along with Return of the Jedi, so we got a whole bunch of kind of like the in scenes or indoor related into the in-battle scene of Star Wars and everything. So this is the first that we got. So we have the encounter on Endor Movie Moment, so you can kind of see up there, but where we have C-3PO sitting in the wooden chair and Logray from the Ewoks and stuff sitting here. It's supposed to be like on up in the Ewok village, Bright Tree Village and stuff. So we have a platform there that's supposed to be like the platform in the Ewok village and stuff, but it's just a movie moment there that, of course, we're going to be opening all of these and taking a look at them closer, but that you can just see that, and in the background you can see some trees and stuff in the background there. But that's the first set. Then from the set we do also have the Han Solo in the Endor outfit, so he's wearing like a camo jacket, and we have Darth Vader that's being electrocuted by the Emperor. To fit with that, we've got the Emperor himself, of course, where he's going to be electrocuting Darth Vader, and we've got a Wicket, so Wicket W Warrick there, a new little pop of him, and the last one of course being Lando. So this is pretty much the whole set. So there's the whole wave there. I did not get the Princess Leia because I didn't really have any interest in that. I really didn't have one in the Han either, but I got these for kind of like a deal thing, like, you know, kind of like a buy so many get price off. So I got them for a really good deal, so I had to buy an extra one, so I went ahead and got the Han Solo and everything. But there we go, of course, Lando from the end of Return of the Jedi as well. So it's again all Return of the Jedi, I guess, wave is what you could call this. But we're gonna go ahead and open each one of these and again look at them in more detail and everything. So let's get into it. And so we're starting off with the encounter on Endor Movie Moments, and this thing again pretty plain and basic. Like, I really like the movie moments, especially for Star Wars, but I wish they would do more with the bases. I hate when they do just these plain bases and have nothing like going on in the background. Like, I really like the original ones, how they had, you know, like actual scenery, and this is just, you know, a flat thing. Like, I feel like they should, you know, kind of put part of like an Ewok hut or something off in the background, just something to add on to it, or maybe additional Ewoks or something, or a baby Ewok thing coming in on here or something. I don't know, just something more into it to add more detail. But anyways, so first we got C-3PO, and as mentioned before this, of course, when they get caught on Endor by the Ewoks, and then they're taken back to Bright Tree Village, where the Ewoks are going to want to eat all of the gang of Luke and Han and Chewie and everything, but C-3PO, with his goldness and stuff, the Ewoks thinks he's a god, so he has to try and convince them not to eat the gang, but of course Leia ends up helping out with that. But here, so of course we got C-3PO sitting in the chair here, made of wood and everything, as you can see, all tied up. And of course then Luke makes C-3PO in this chair float, and then that, you know, makes the Ewoks kind of give in to him and stuff and free the group. But so yeah, we just have a base here that's wood, so it's just a bunch of wood logs all put together. You can see like the mud and stuff they use to help hold it all together, and they even did on the Star Wars logo here in the front, because these bases always have the Star Wars logo, and they even put like the mud around it to show like it's sticking on there. So there we just have a C-3PO sitting. Of course they're bobbleheads, so you can see their heads are bobbling a lot and everything. We got C-3PO's silver leg there on there as well. And then we go to Logray, one of the Ewoks here, and so there you can see the design of Logray with the skull on top of its head of some sort of like bird and stuff, probably one of the native birds of Endor or something. We got that on its head there. Then of course it's like leather cloth or whatever going on its head. You can see its little ears sticking out of the holes there, which look cool. Then of course its face, kind of creepy looking face, as some of the Ewoks do have really creepy faces. But its nose, you can see the color of like the tan color with the white on it as well. You can see it's about there. And then it's got its body, so it has a bag or satchel hanging off to the side. It's got its stick there, of course, with more bones and feathers hanging off of it as well. 3 fingers, 3 toes, which looks cool as well. And then it looks like it's also holding what I assume to be Luke's lightsaber. I mean, it looks exactly like a lightsaber, and I would assume that's Luke's, because when they capture them, obviously. I guess you can't really see much better from the back there. But yeah, so I assume he's holding Luke's lightsaber as well. So that's really loose. It's weird it can spin like that. But yeah, overall though, because of the Ewok itself and Logray and stuff, I really enjoy this because I love the Ewoks. So anytime we have Ewoks and stuff, I'm super excited for it. So seeing this was super cool, and I'm glad that I got this. And like I said, the base is pretty plain, but overall I really enjoy it. Next up is Han Solo, and so again, this is Han as they land on Endor. So he's got the long trench coat jacket that's supposed to be a camo design. Again, paint wise, they didn't design it very well at all. It just looks like a tan jacket that they've spray painted some black dots all over, which I mean is pretty much kind of what their camo outfit is. I'll show like from the box here, you can see kind of more a design there. So it just has smaller, more concise dots on it. like the spots, but it, you know, it's supposed to be looking more camo type design. But other than that, it's just a plain Han Solo. So we got his normal face here with his haircut of brown hair. They're all flowing back to the side. He does have his gun there, of course, in his hand, all drawn out, and then just his normal classic Han Solo outfit on underneath. Brown pants, black boots, the black leather jacket, and then the shirt he was wearing, like from Jabba's palace and stuff. When he comes out of the carbonite, he was wearing that shirt and everything there, the white shirt. So beyond the jacket, there's not much more to it, and that's exactly why I didn't want this, because there's not enough change or difference with this figure to warrant it. But like I said, to get the deal thing I was going for, I needed another pop added on, so I went ahead and got the Han out of the set. Next up is the Darth Vader. Again, I really enjoy this Darth Vader. I think this one is super cool. So obviously it's just like a basic Darth Vader, nothing too real special about him, but then we of course see his head. And this is of course at the end of Return of the Jedi, when he decides to help Luke out and picks up the Emperor and throws him over the, I guess the little walkway thing into the tunnel down below. And so as he's doing it, he's getting electrocuted by the Emperor at the same time. And so when that's happening, you can see his face kind of like change, and you can see the skull. And so I like that they did that. It's pretty much like a pop skull underneath the helmet, and then they put it inside and then place the clear helmet color over the top of it. And so I think that looks really cool, so you can still see the Darth Vader design. And I like how, you know, back towards here it's darker in color because you wouldn't be able to see it obviously as well. So I really enjoy that, and I think they did a really good job to get that look and design to come across. Then of course on his body he has, like, you know, his hands and stuff, a fist, or there's his missing hand that Luke of course cut off. I didn't even notice they added that in there, but yeah, there's the hand actually that Luke cut off, of course fighting Darth Vader, that led to the Emperor to start attacking Luke. And then his hands all, you know, crimped up and stuff. Technically his hand should be over his head because he's picking up the Emperor at this point, or this could be right after he throws him and he falls down and he's still getting electrocuted. But yeah, it's so cool. Then of course we do have electricity around his body. He has some issues with his foot thing, I'll point out here in a second. But then yeah, he's got electricity wrapped around his body. I like that. It's just like a piece of electricity. But I like how they've completely wrapped it around to go around with the head and stuff. And the bobble still take effect with the bobbleheadness and stuff. I don't know if you can really see. So the whole first foot looks like a last minute addition they did or something, because it doesn't seem carved out very well. And then they only added one peg, which usually for Star Wars they have two, so it feels a little weird. And then it's like misshapen. I don't know if you can see. It's not, usually they do like perfect circles, but this time it's not. So it'll still help hold him and keep him up and everything, but he, like, when I move it, he easily just falls off of it. So that's one unfortunate thing, but I keep these in the boxes, so it doesn't really matter anyways. But I really enjoy this. This is one of my favorite ones out of this set, because I like the helmet design and everything, so that's really cool for Darth Vader. And of course, to go with that Darth Vader scene, we have the Emperor himself. And again, this is cool, because I don't think I have an Emperor like the old Emperor that they made. At least I don't believe so. It's hard to see. I have so many pops on my desk and stuff, I can't really see them all, but I'm glad that they finally did make one, though, if I didn't, because I definitely want it. But this, he's, again, not too much detail to go into on here. It's just a, you know, plain character guy, but we'll look at it anyway. So of course there's his old wrinkly face as the Emperor has there. I like all the designs and wrinkles and stuff they added. The eyes look really good, where he's got the yellow eyes and then like this red color around him. Or it's, I guess it's more pink in this, but of course the match close to the Emperor's eyes and everything. Then he's got his hood up from his cloak, and I like the detail and all the design, as you can see in there. I like the hood much better than the rest of the body, because the hood is like a matte finish, so it's not shiny or anything. It's just very plain. I mean, it's just whatever the plastic is, but as you can see the difference, the cloak here at the bottom then gets real shiny, and I don't like the contrast in the way it looks. I like the top much better, because that's, you know, looks more like clothing material design. Clothing isn't real shiny and stuff, so it fits a lot better. So then going down, yeah, we have just his cloak again matching the hood. It's just all solid black with the same pattern and design onto it. Then of course he has his hands out shooting lightning again, just like how Darth Vader had wrapped around him. He's got the lightning. I think it looks really good. Looks like lightning and everything coming out of his hands, and it just looks awesome. And then you can see his feet down there, of course, on the base and everything. And he has a bobblehead, of course. Looks like they had some paint issues, all the ones I could find of this, because this was one I missed out on and it wasn't available when I did the order. So that's, once I saw this, I'm like, oh yeah, I could have got this instead of Han Solo, but this wasn't available at the time. But the paint was all on the figures when I did get this, where it was all messed up along here, and this was the best one I could find. So yeah, unfortunately not too well with the face paint, but onto the hood, but they did the best they could, and this was the best looking one I could find, so that's pretty cool for the Emperor. And next up is my absolute favorite of Wicket, and this is so cool. I'm a little disappointed with the colors and everything, but I'll show that in a second with the box, but it's still cool. Again, I have the old Wicket, and not much difference. The old one, I think, is just standing with the spear in one hand, and of course, with this new pops and stuff, they go into more detail, where the other old one was just kind of all flat. And so this one they add, you know, all the fur detail and just more like coloring and everything, and to make it look more real. I like the cartoonish looks of the old one and stuff, but this one looks really good as well. So there we got Wicket's cute little face there. He's got his orange color leather, I guess, hat on, his little bear ear sticking up at the top. You can see his mouth, everything, some stitching there on the hood. And I like the stitching along the seam here all around his head. I like that a lot, that they add that in there too. And then we've got his brown fur with like a grayish white color on his chest there, which same goes for his face. And then of course 3 fingers, 3 toes as Ewoks have, and then he's got the spear there with the, of course, shiny, sharp spear at the end there and everything, and it just looks really good. Now I do want to show the box real quick. So here is what it looks like on the box. So it's definitely got a much more orange hood on, and then the fur is a lot more brown, where this one, it's got like a more brownish dark colored hood, and then the fur and everything is more gray. And so I like the way it looks on the box better than this one, but you can still kind of see and tell that it's Wicket. And I'm super excited that they're coming out with the 10-inch Wicket, so I hope I can get that from Target, because I've been able to get all the 10-inch figures I've wanted so far, so hopefully I can get the Wicket one as well, because I definitely want that in my collection. But this is super cool, and I just love Ewoks so much, so I really enjoy this Wicket. And the last pop from this set is the Lando Calrissian, and this is General Calrissian, as when he's appointed to a general in the Republic, or Rebellion fleet. I'll get it spit out eventually. So again, I don't know exactly what this is from, like what scene it's from, why he's doing this thing with his hands where he's doing, like, you know, the finger point. I don't know if he's like saluting to Han when they're leaving, you know, from the fleet, and Han and stuff's leaving earlier to go to Endor and stuff, and, you know, Han's worried about not seeing the Millennium Falcon again and stuff, and that whole scene is what I'm thinking of. This could be, but not really for sure. But here we got Lando. Of course, I like his little mustache added on here. His hair all slicked back, which is cool. Then we've got, of course, his general outfit. So he's got a brown shirt on, the blue colored pants. He's got like a purplish blue cloak here hanging on. I like the whole like class thing that holds it on to his shoulders and stuff there. He, of course, has his general ranks. He's got a gun there off his holster, kind of like a shoulder holster type design, a belt there with some pockets, a nice looking watch design. I didn't know they had watches in Star Wars, but there you go. He does have like a watch or bracelet design there, and of course all black boots. And then again, he's doing the whole like fingers, like I said, I assume it's like a salute type finger thing that he's doing, not like going like shooting people and stuff, I would assume, from this. But again, I really like this look of this Lando. And again, I don't remember if I have the original one or not, so if I don't, I'm glad that they did remake this one so I can actually have a Lando for once. But like I said, I can't remember whether I do or not, so it's cool. But I really enjoy this and glad that I got Lando. So that's gonna be it for this Star Wars Funko Pop video, again, of this newest wave of what I would call the Return of the Jedi wave, where of course we got the movie moments, the encounter on Endor with C-3PO and Logray. Then we had the Lando, Han, Wicket, Darth Vader, and Emperor sets. And again, probably my 2 favorites are the Wicket and the Darth Vader. And then I really enjoy the movie moments because of Logray and everything as well. So that's a really fun set. Like I said, nothing too major, no like big characters like, oh my gosh, I gotta get these. They're all ones they've had in the past, just new and different and upgraded versions of them and stuff. But I still think they're really cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, especially on Funko Pops and Star Wars, mostly all I collect anymore now. But thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.